What's up, guys? We're pulling into Baker Reservoir now.
We're hoping it's not too windy.
Yeah, it's been real cold and windy today. We're hoping down here in the down in this hole,
In the draw.
down in the draw, that the wind might get cut because of the mountains and trees. But who knows? It might be pretty cold and windy down there. But we're hoping to get onto some trout today. They stocked not too long ago. Baker looks a lot different than it used to. We used to live around here, and this was our lake as kids. So we're gonna go check it out.
So windy.
Oof.
It's so windy, the water's dirty.
There's white water.
It is pretty windy down there. Well, we were gonna fish first and then head to the property after, but I think what we're gonna actually do, because it's so windy, there's a chance it might die down. So we're gonna head to the property first. We got a camera to put up, so we'll go do that. But then after we do that, then we're gonna come back to Baker and do some fishing, hopefully. So we'll see what it's looking like. Maybe the wind dies down in a couple hours.
So yeah, that's the plan for now. We're gonna go to the property, hang up the camera, and stop at Enterprise, get some lunch, and then we'll head back in a little bit, and hopefully the wind's died down. Hey, Dad.
What?
It's gonna be real windy in Burl too, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right, Dad, so tell them what we're doing in Burl.
Ooh, it's cold out there.
Yeah. We got a camera that's cellular, so that we don't have to use Wi-Fi. So we can put it up and keep an eye on the property. Count how many coyotes and jackrabbits run across the camera.
Make sure nobody steals our burned down trailer or any of our trash.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cool. We're gonna head there.
Got a little situation going here, and
To wait, or are you gonna go around them?
I'll wait for these cars. Oh, I'm gonna be waiting for a minute.
Alrighty, folks, we made it to the property, and we're checking on a little project that we had going on. If you didn't see the last video at the property, we made this little funnel and dug a hole in the middle to see if we could collect water and see if this little experiment could help us funnel water into one location. And as you can see, when I dig out the ground with this stick, that ground right there is definitely more wet than the ground on top. This is Dad explaining his idea for this funnel that could collect water for a tree. He said, we only get a little bit of rainfall here in this desert in Burl, Utah, and he said if you take a funnel that's about 20 feet wide, imagine how much water you can collect in one spot. The plan is eventually to have trees that can survive solely on rainwater, and these funnel systems can collect more water for those trees. So here I'm just going to explain how our truck bed works. It's a pretty cool mechanism, if you will. This little part of the tailgate pulls out, comes down, you flip a little thing so you have some grip. This little bar comes up and you have a handle. And now big guys like us can hop up into the bed, no problem. So this is going to look like it didn't take very long or very much effort at all to put this camera up. But in fact, it actually took quite a long time. Every single thing we tried had roadblocks. And anyway, but we did get the camera up. As you can see, Sheldon's just attaching the solar panel that comes with it to charge it. Just make sure it's aimed towards the sun, and there you go. We also installed our FishinMoney flag onto the pole, so that is pretty awesome. So we made our way back to Baker, and it was a pretty nice day, still a little bit windy. Started to get set up, and not long after that, I hooked on to number one. Right here, I thought I had another one, so I set the hook, but nothing happened. Dad said he got a big bite.
He got my marshmallow and half of my worm.
Nice, he took a bite of that. Well, they're in here.
Back there getting his trout in the cooler. Had to keep this one. Some of them just bleed real bad, you know, you gotta keep them, but he choked it and was bleeding real bad. Once Ethan's done there, he's gonna come around here and tell me about it. Alright. I'm in the truck. Ethan, tell me about it.
Well, I was getting tapped low nibbles for a long time, and eventually I was like, I'm not gonna take it anymore. So I just set the hook. Sure enough, he was still on it. So, pretty good.
All right, so I was thinking there's this point right here. The water's kind of changing current right there, changing directions with the wind and just how the water's moving. So I think Ethan's going to head out there and see if he can't catch a fish right there off that point. So he's going to go do that. He's having trouble because of the wind. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, I missed it on the camera, but he had one. It just came off right before he got it to shore. I didn't have the camera out yet. So he's got it, his hook all reset with his bait, and he's gonna chuck it out there. Number 3. Well, I told Ethan about that spot out there, and he went and did it.
Just in the lip. This one's just in the lip, so I'm gonna go release him right now.
Cool. Oh, hold on. Good job.
All right, Dad's on one. That's a good one, Dad. He's jumping. Woo. Yeah. Nice pop. Awesome. Oh, this one's getting tapped too, Dad.
Is it?
Yep.
For sure?
Yeah, for sure. I just saw it pulling. Sheldon decided it was time for him to join the fun, so he hopped out of the truck and decided to get a pole set up to catch a fish. This is the fish that Dad caught. Sheldon decided to take him off the hook and get a little picture with him. And we also gave him to Dad to take a picture with as well. This was a really nice fish. We decided to keep it because he kind of choked the hook and was bleeding a little bit, so there's no coming back from that. All right, we can officially say that everyone caught one today. Here is some pliers. Yeah, it's a pretty one, Shell. It's a good one. Yeah, smile. Nice Shell. Good release on him. There he goes. Yes. Nice. This is me getting ready to set the hook on a fish, and just as the camera shuts off.
Get him in. Good job, dude. Can't believe none of us got a crappie yet.
You know what? I kind of think they like the most.
Huh?
I kind of think they like the most. You still got eggs over there?
Yeah, they're over here. The pink ones. Dad's got one.
Let's go, Pop. Number 2. Oh, crap. I left the pliers over there. One second.
So, Ethan just had something really weird happen. He thought he had a fish on, but then his line was stuck.
This was by far the weirdest part of this fishing day. I had several times where I felt nothing on my rod, and I started reeling in, and all of a sudden, I just had a fish on. And this one was weird because I felt like my line got stuck on a rock or some algae or something. And as soon as I got it loose, I reeled it in, and then I had a fish. So honestly, I have no clue how that happened. But there you go. There's another beautiful trout. And all in all, we had a great time fishing at our old stomping grounds where we learned to fish.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was a cold one. We're going to have to do some voiceovers and just talk about it a little bit more off.
We're all freezing.
Yeah, we're all hands
frozen.
Yeah, we're all cold. But we were able to get on some trout, which is great. Ethan caught the most. How many did you catch?
I think I got 5.
5. You caught what?
2.
2, and I got 1. So, yeah, we're excited we came.
Ethan beat us big time today.
There were like several times where I was just reeling in and I just happened to have a fish. It was weird.
He spent a lot of time helping his old pops too.
Yeah. For the first little bit, I just stayed in the car. My other pole got all messed up and I got all frustrated and put it away, and I just sat in the car for a while. But I was able, once I sat in the car, Ethan and Dad started catching them, so I was able to kind of, pan which way and film. So, yeah, we got some good shots out of the wind of Ethan and Dad catching their first couple, and then I decided, man, I'm not going to just let them catch them and not have any myself. So I went and stole Dad's pole. Anyway, so we all got something today. We were thinking about maybe not fishing today, but we're happy we did.
It's so cold and windy. Like when there's white caps on the water, I don't know the wind speed, but if I had to guess, I'd say around 40 with gusts of 50 and maybe sometimes 60.
Yeah.
It's really blowing like crazy. We were crazy to even try this, but we caught some fish. So.
Yeah. We drove all this way, so it feels good to get onto some fish. And Baker's a big part of our, start to fishing. So
this morning we came here to go fishing early this morning, but it was just as windy and even colder because the sun was barely coming up. Mm-hmm. So and we had kind of two things to do today. We put a camera up at the property, and then we did this. But we were gonna fish in the morning, put the camera up in the afternoon. But when we got here and it was so cold, we decided, let's go put the camera up first, come back here in the afternoon and see if it's at least a little bit warmer. So I think that was a good plan.
We see a couple cars coming in. They come in and then they turn around and head back.
Yeah, they're not.
We're the only ones that were stupid enough to stay.
They're thinking those guys are so crazy out there in the wind.
Yeah.
Nobody's fishing here.
But we know better. We caught them. So.
Yeah.
Got on 'em
All right, we're gonna head out, get some food, and head back home. Today's Lauren's birthday, so
Happy
we got to go
Lauren.
celebrate Lauren's
We're gonna go
birthday.
Get some birthday cake.
Heck yeah! All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks
See you later.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Got one up. I gotta put the other one up, but we're putting up our FishinMoney flag. Yee yee.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, everybody look at the camera.
Who caught a fish?
Me.
I believe I did.
Who didn't catch a fish?